Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader and yeah, we have finished our second fight in the arena and I don't remember where Mirazhai wanted to meet us. On our journal, the next thing that it says is to actually go and talk to homunculus guy, but it has nothing in here to remind me where Mirazhai wanted to meet. So that's fun. It's not in like companion quests, is it? No, that's for Nomos. It's not in errands. Wait, what? After coming to his senses at the corpse dump, the Lord Captain discovers that his boots were missing, finding them as a matter of honor. Did we technically get that with the rest of our armor, or is our actual boots somewhere else? The Rogue Trader was tricked into fighting as a gladiator. The one who did this can likely be found in the pit, the Den of the Shriekers. This is where the Rogue Trader should go if he wants to get even, and also to equip himself with decent gear from Malice's stores. I feel like these didn't close out properly. Alright. Alright. We've been pretty lucky not to take on too many injuries so far. I think I want to go and fight that beast again. I know we haven't picked up our other party members, but it seems like the next, maybe after we do this, then we can talk to Mirazhai. But let's go and do this fight now that we have our gear. I think that we'll be able to do it now. And then we've got to try and get Cassia and Heinrichs back. Let's do a save, because this is a tough fight. But honestly, having our armor is going to make a huge difference.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. I'm going to grab the two of you, and you can move forward.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence!
Okay, he can't really stay far away, but I think we can keep some decent distance with everybody else. Oh, that was Argenta. I don't know if certain size beasts are immune to like knockdown, but if this can knock it prone, that would be huge for us. We also have our good weapons now. Ooh, 50% is not as good as I was hoping.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
We're probably outside. Oh, that helped. Did that come from the... Yeah, it did come from popping this. Okay. Okay. There's its move. It was a pretty good head start. Hold on, before I move too far away. We're going to use run and gun to put some more distance.
This is why I was chosen.
Okay, halfway down is pretty good. What does this one do again? We're kind of spread out for the... You know what? I think it'll get these two, though. Let's go ahead and just do it. The momentum would be good as well. I think we're just shy. Man, still
Protect
one
the
shot.
fallen.
Alright, keeping our Genta up is going to be our biggest thing. If we can draw him this way, that will give her even more leeway, so I'm kind of hoping that we can get him to move here or here. Here would be best. Okay. Now, that's doing 29 to 44. Now this... Oh no, you don't have the hunters. Vernacular has the hunters. So maybe when we get to him, we'll see if that other weapon will do more damage.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Oh! Oh no! I thought it had to go towards whoever attacked
Stay
it.
with us.
That's awful. That's the rudest thing you've ever done. I hate you. No, for real, I'm kind of mad. Alright, Hot on the Trail still hasn't fixed. There was that one ability.
I move swiftly to strike.
We have an ability that's supposed to make Hot on the Trail work from any range, but it's clearly broken. Think you already have
I
that?
won't stand for it.
Damn, man, and we lost inspiration from that. Like, we were so close to getting that. That would have made a huge difference. These injuries are gonna suck, too.
If I must.
I think that hit? Yes, it did. Okay, so Hunter's Rifle. 25 to 40. And our other gun, it does do a little bit more. We'll also pop that. Crit.
The best defense is a good offense.
So close.
I deal death with my hands.
The Chitonos. The biomechanical creature is flailing its limbs faintly. Its body is broken and bears the signs of combat wear and bear. But it does not... I think you meant to put tear there, but... Wear and bear isn't a thing. But it does not look like there is anyone to repair it. You can see the glistening flesh under the cracked carapace and the bunches of wires that permeate it. The armor plates rise heavily and the creature emits a wistful, creaking sigh full of regret. Oh man, I really wish I didn't have to take more injuries, but... okay, tech use? Ooh, 68. Yes, okay. Every limb of the creature, both the hard ones on skeletal paws and the flexible ones on metallic cords, is equipped with a variety of implements similar to the surgical tools. The jagged circular saws, twisted drills, and vibrating monoscalpels promise an unbearable pain. Darn, I was hoping we'd get like loot from that. You can clearly see the insides of the mechanism through the holes in its armor. Apparently its gut can open to drag the hamstrung victim inside. Once it finds itself in the monster's stomach, it will be pierced by the injectors that will reduce the prisoner to liquid and drain it to the reservoirs at the tail end of the creature. Okay? Can you understand me? It emits a series of wheezing sounds. Was it an answer, the moans of agony, or just a natural muttering of its mechanism? There is no way for you to tell. What are you? It responds with a series, they have all sorts of typos in this section, of choking and snarling sounds. After a moment, as if realizing that its language is not clear to you, it extends a fighting limb in your direction in a menacing gesture. The message is clear. I am a warrior, I am a slayer. This is an engine of pain, Elentok. An executioner created by the depravity of my twisted kinsman. Living flesh fused to a mechanism whose sole purpose is to inflict as much pain as it can. Your lead's face is contorted with bitterness and disgust. The Dark Ones are caught in a cycle of torment, desperately seeking pleasure in the suffering of others. This machine is but an instrument of their endless desire, a symbol of what they are willing to do to slake the thirst and fear that consume them. Really? I can't just destroy it? Seems like the smart thing to do. Put it out of its misery and also ensure that it can't hurt anybody else? I will not hurt you anymore. The creature's servo motors howl as they send the last remaining energy into its body. One of the limbs lunges at you, but the charge is not enough for the strike to reach its target. And the dialogue. Something bursts in the creature's gut with a quiet squelch, and a puddle of oily ichor spreads from under its belly. Let's finish it off. That was a weird dialogue choice to have when this is an option right afterwards. They should have had a variation that would have... I don't know, I feel weird about it. Finish off the creature. Okay, I'm assuming we did? Okay, that was awkward. Either way. Looks like we got another level up. Let's see, another Drukhari weapon. Okay, it's got a 9 rate of fire. It's got toxic. Attacks with life sunder grant plus 50% to overpenetration. Is that a talent in one of the trees? I don't know what that is. Okay, dude who got eaten. Got et. Okay. We got 2 checks here. What is our Xenos check on this? 55? Oh yeah, we got our multi-keys back, so we don't have to worry as much. That was a success, right? Yes, okay.
Always keep
like,
your
I
eye
don't think
on the
she took on
prize.
another injury. Oh, she got the weapon skill one. That's so rude. Alright, he's really suffering. Strength, toughness, and now weapon skill and ballistic. He's gonna struggle to perform. Agility and movement. Yeah, you didn't take on any new ones. Okay, 55. Nice. Okay. Damn, when we get the rest of our team, we're gonna have 2 level ups to get with them. We are almost to our last skill tree. Okay. Agility, willpower, weapon, toughness. What is the -5 coming from right now? It's not showing up here for some reason. No, really, where is that coming from? Because once that's gone, you should be at 70 toughness, which will be another toughness bonus. Will this tell me? No. Okay, not very helpful. We're going to take toughness, though. Okay. And because it's a common talent, it doesn't show you the stars, which makes absolutely 0 sense and is very upsetting to me. But that's fine. Okay, we could take movement, we could take nimble. Those ones were common ones, but maybe... I mean, if that toughness is actually where it is, then... Oh, you already took toughness anyway. I mean, perception could be a good one, couldn't it? No. Not something you're really building for. So maybe we... Yep, we would have already taken ballistic here. Your agility is a little bit higher, so we could work on that if we wanted to. Is there one of the base skills that we want to work on? Persuasion and coercion is really high. Commerce is a little bit lower, but also hasn't popped up as much. Okay, when you're dying, a +10 bonus to all characteristics, +2 to resolve. It's not the worst thing, but it requires you to be in a bad spot for it to even come into play. So it will not die, nimble, and swift movements are going to be good on everybody. Maybe we take it will not die, just gives us more HP. Okay. I really hate that it doesn't allow you to look at favorites on when it's a common talent, even though they can be marked in the other tree. I don't know why it bothers me that much, but it's like, come on, guys. Like, really? Okay, we could get a bonus from toughness. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Boom, so you'll have a +4 in toughness now. You're more of a dodger than an armorer, so this one would just be good for you. 120% on your dodge. We already took... Let's see. You already have overpower. Or wait, no, what is the one? Breaking point? Oh, that's the one we want. Heavy weapons deal +2 damage and ignore 2 deflection. That's exactly what we want right there. Okay. I thought she already had that, but... since she doesn't, we're going to take that one right now. Only a common talent for you this time, huh? Okay. You already took It Will Not Die. Weapon skill would be a good one. Yeah, we're going to take weapon skill. Yeah, man, he is debuffed so bad right now. He is going to struggle to perform big time. Okay. Yearliette, what are we going to take with you? You've already taken nimble, swift movements. You're not getting hit that often. We keep you as far away as possible, so this one isn't a high priority. We might just take ballistic skill. We could also maybe look at the tech stuff. Tech and logic. So let's see. There's usually... So base skill, tech use. Base skill, logic. Those ones are +7s, which is such an odd number. Why 7? I hate that it's 7, because it doesn't... Like, that's so frustrating. It doesn't even get you a bonus. We already took the advanced one that did +13. Okay, so between the two of them, it gives you a +20 eventually. It's so odd that it does it that way, though. I'm gonna do ballistic. You know what? I lied. I have to get her logic up a little bit. We're gonna do logic. Since we're not using Pascal a lot. Yeah. Okay. In the next tree, we'll be able to get her ballistic up. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
The injuries are gonna start adding up. That's probably part of the difficulty of this, act, is just like, you don't have a way to get rid of your injuries.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, everybody here is dead, so I just wanted to see if there was anybody left over. Stupid Commissar. Should have killed them both. Where was the option to kill them both? We were able to get out of Malice. Like, Malice, like, straight up just told us when we kind of asked him about it, what he was up to. I wonder if there was a check that would have hinted at us to the Commissar's true intentions. I do wonder.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay. I need a refill on my coffee before we go in here. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, let's see. The rising currents carry the smells of pain, blood, ichor, and failed ambitions, the smells of the dark city. With my wings flung open, I weave a path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt, chaotic and unpredictable in its pattern. To fly is to hunt, and everyone mid-air hunts everyone else. With my wings flung open, is this that stranger guy? Yeah, look, winged guy. So this is from this winged person's perspective. Yeah, what is happening? To fly is to hunt, and everyone mid-air hunts everyone else. Even I, Scourge, Gartheret, Bloodfeather, do not have the privilege of inviolability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey, except probably not today. This day, I am the hunter. My homunculus modified olfactory receptors pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. The stench of Monkey is foul but varied, and the scent of my prey is quite telltale. Is this just a Eldari or Drukari who's been altered by this homunculus guy to have wings? A powerful specimen, brash and reeking of blood of others. I descend to the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire and provides me with an excellent view. The accelerated reflexes allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant. It is time. These are so odd because they're often from like somebody else's perspective, and then we pick things for them. I still decide to wait and get a better look at the prey. A male monkey, a pampered upper caste cub who was fed and equipped to the best of what their race can offer, has certainly arrived to the Dark City recently. The city which has not yet managed to leave a mark of perpetual expectation of doom on its flattened snout. The most glorious game which clings to life the strongest and leaves the sweetest death essence. The reflexes urge the muscles to act. Alright, so this guy is not an ally. He acts. The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly slashing blizzard drapes the street in bloody snow. There's snow here? I'm so confused. The bodies of random passers-by caught in the fire falling to the ground. This is a common occurrence among the spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death whose borders I've made clear. The prey falls, but it is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end with the first salvo. The prey is badly injured. I can easily finish it off in the open. The prey. Can I go back? What did it say at the top? Is this like a story from some other time for this guy? Like, I don't know why, but these storybook things sometimes are very confusing. Awareness 30. Trying to locate me. among the tangle of spiked minarets. So this is my awareness trying to locate this guy. Like, why does it have to be from this? I don't get it, man. I don't know why, but like these books actually bother me sometimes. I need to just not be bothered by the small things, but like sometimes the perspective just isn't clear and I have no idea what's going on. It's like we have one picture to give us a visual of what's actually happening and the text doesn't explain it well enough. So like I find myself frustrated more than enjoying what's being written. All right, we failed. Its frantic gaze leaps helplessly from one spire to another, but my hiding place is too discreet. Triumphant, I revel in my superiority. The prey summons companions to its aid. A mistake, I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards, and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts for my projectiles. Anyone who tries to approach it will be killed by the brittle shrapnel. The prey should have run away, not given me more chances to cripple it. The prey is weak. Its frantic gaze leaps helplessly from one spire to another, but my hiding place is too discreet. Triumphant, I revel in my superiority. The prey breaks into a run. Clever. By escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantage of my long-range weapons, but I will not let her escape, so I spread my wings and soar over the valley, pelting the prey with bursts of indirect fire. The chase must not end too soon. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. The prey grabs someone's weapon from the ground and returns fire at random. It said 100%. All right, fucking fine. The air fills with gunfire. As soon as the prey fires the first shot, everyone starts shooting at everyone else. The chaotic firefight engulfs the entire street. It spreads across the dark city like a wildfire, mindless and violent. I duck out of the line of fire with a graceful dive, rush to the ground in an impossible trajectory, and unleash a burst under the feet of my prey. The shrapnel gouges its flesh, and I shriek in triumph. I am one step closer to victory. Hunt continues. Prey manages to elude me for a moment by popping into a crowded street. The jet booster on my back emits a stream of ghostly blue flame, and I continue my pursuit. As I storm into the street, I see the prey again. This is a nice catch. The petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decided to do something different. When it is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire, that it serves as a testament to my victory. Cool, we failed a willpower test as well. It is frightened. The prey may have managed not to succumb to a blind animal panic, but its jittery movements clearly reveal the reasoning is being suppressed by instinct, seeking to slow me down. The prey. Alright, well, we can't even trust these anyway, but has turned the uninvolved against me. Cool, we succeeded on something for once. It only takes the prey a couple of furious shouts to convince those huddled in the alley that a monster is coming for their heads. Lies, I'm only going after the prey. I am met with frantic gunfire, and after making a sharp accent, take a pair of plasma grenades from my belt and hurl them into the crowd, the bodies of the gullible fools who believe the prey evaporate and turn into bloody mist. The luckier ones fire at me, and one of the shots knocks me off my feet. I wail furiously and finish them off with pointed bursts from my shard carbine. I was cast down, an unforgivable insult. Okay, conclusion drawing closer. I don't know. I shouldn't be upset by it. I understand why they do things like this, why they have these like storybook moments, but like some very, very cool moments like this where you get ambushed and stuff, I feel like this isn't the best way to do it. So I find myself frustrated with them more often than not. Like, especially when it involves a battle, like, why is... Like, when it doesn't fit into the normal gameplay, it makes sense to me. But, like, just an ambush with a very powerful enemy? I am a little bit annoyed that it's happening in a storybook. As I turn around the corner, I triumphantly realize that I've driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for the massacre. The poison I had received from the petitioners as payment for the hunt was contained in the crystalline projectiles and should have worked by now. It would slow down the nervous system of my prey, weaken its muscles, and render it unconscious. Okay, we've only succeeded on one check in this entire interaction. When I spot the prey, I am pleased to notice the early signs of the effect my combat toxin is having on it. Its movements are slowed and its eyes are blinking too often. There are now spots floating in front of them. The prey... We don't get our party's checks for any of this. So this is all off of my stuff. My party doesn't matter, apparently. Cool. I guess we'll do athletics. Turns up not where I expected it to be, having climbed to the ledge of a wall. It lunges at me and bellows. With my wings folded, I give an impulse to the jet booster and glide under the prey. It lands after me disappointed. Everything will be over in moments. The outcome will be decided in close combat, wasting no time. My prey and I grasp one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision made over the course of this fleeting hunt is being weighed, tipping the scale that would ultimately determine the winner. The embedded glands spew hyperadrenaline into my bloodstream, and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghost plate. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey... Okay. I can't trust any of this, if I'm being honest. Banks on brute force, trying to break my fragile bones and shatter my joints. Okay, that one actually was 100%. So far, I think only that one lied to us. That 70%er. Powerful blows crush the hollow bones drilled by the crafty homunculus. Their lightness has served me right during the flight, but betrayed me here on the ground. I lose my footing, my body getting softer as a rag. My strength waning, I reach for the sharp carbine and shoot the prey right in the face at point-blank range. Crystalline projectile whizzes within a hair's breadth of its face. A crushing blow turns my magnificent weapon to rubble with a mournful crunch. Yeah, we're gonna talk to it. The prey grabs me by the throat, lifts me into the air and snarls. It seems to want to know why I attempted to kill it. Would I tell it if I could? About my petitioner, Koronus the witch? Okay. About how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the blood-stained proselytes, in the arena at the hands of my prey? About how badly she wanted to spite the prey's master, the sour-tempered homunculus Valancius, who had arranged that insult. I do not know, for my throat is crushed and only a faint wail is escaping it. You die. I am dying at the feet of my prey, no at the feet of a monkey. A humiliating end for one who earned the status of the apex hunter of Kommissar through torturous alterations of the flesh and a bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Kommissar ended just as abruptly as it had erupted. Such is the life among the spires. Yeah, that just wasn't the best way you could have done this. I really didn't like that. That was the winged guy we've been seeing this entire time, and that's my payoff? I don't know, Owlcat. Doesn't feel good to me. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy this game. I really, really do. But I really don't like the storybook moments for the most part. I just like any other way of presenting it would be better in my book. And maybe it's because I have to read it and it's not voiced, but like, I don't know. Am I the only one? Those of you who don't have to do commentary and read these things out loud, like, are you guys enjoying those moments more than I am? I didn't actually read what that was. My bad. Oh, we're not in the right tab. There we go. That'll help. So, adrenal glands. Enhanced by a homunculus capable of dispersing pure hyperadrenaline through the owner's blood. Okay, we'll have to see if that's something we can actually do anything with. Where are we?
I always keep my options open.
Well, let's try this again. Man, I've got to put it into words why I'm frustrated so that, like, during this entire act, we've been seeing that winged person constantly. So, like, I don't know, I was hoping for a better payoff than that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. The darkness is dispelled by a sliver of light, the glinting scalpel in Tervantius' hand. The homunculus offers you a crooked smile. I can keep tossing you from one side of death to the other for as long as I so desire, but I doubt that reanimating you again will be quite as amusing. Choose your words wisely when addressing your master, monkey. So I have to just say this, because everything else leads to a death. I've learned from my mistakes. Good specimen. I wish that there was a softer version of that we could pick. I don't like that. Okay. Will he heal us? I require your aid. You forget yourself, specimen. Go and serve my will, and should I ever decide to show you favor, I will do so at the time of my choosing. My success benefits you. It is reasonable for you to help me. Waves you off in irritation. If you are unable to make yourself useful, I would rather wait for you to die and find myself a better tool. You should be worthy of my attention, not a drain of it. We made a deal. You promised you would provide help. Do not think of reneging on what we agreed upon. A deal? You wretch. I do not make deals with the likes of you. I command you. And if you insult me by even insinuating that you and I are equals ever again, I will deprive you of the privilege of cohesive organic existence. I just want to kill this guy. But it's not going to let me, so... I see, it appears that you are of no use to me whatsoever. He does not react to your impudent remark. Or more accurately, he does not seem to be listening at all. I ain't gonna beg for healing. I'm gonna keep these injuries and I'm gonna succeed anyway. Since you are intent on fleeing, you might as well release my companions. I cannot transport them to my new sanctuary. You may take them. Some may still be alive, but do not allow them to use their abilities until I have left the anatomical opera. Okay, what's happening? With a weary sigh, the homunculus turns away from you, his knife-like fingers making an unnerving scraping sound. I was literally supposed to come back to you to progress things. That's what it says. Are they gonna force me to beg for this? Like, I'm gonna see if I can find,
Is there money to be made?
the Drukhari guy. Because maybe we can do this differently. I feel like I'm being forced in a path in this chapter. And I've been playing somebody who doesn't bow to anybody. I'm trying to, like, maintain that, but they're, like, forcing me to, like, kiss this guy's ass. I really am not liking it. If there is any alternative, I'm not going to do it. I don't know where he is, though. Honestly, I'm going to look it up. Because I'm going to look it up. Alright, the guides are surprisingly unhelpful. I think there's just too much variation in, like, the party members who can be with you and, like, all sorts of different things. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to wander around and try things out. I think it would make sense that maybe Mirazhai went to where the... more goods? Things just, like, pop up randomly in this area sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the pit. Like, Mirazhai might be here where Malice was. Seems like a decent place to sort of, like, make a hub base or something. Was that Cassia? No, that was Argenta who ran up. Okay. Oh, the Commissar's here now. My brothers and sisters, it is time for you to meet our greatest ally, rogue trader, analog vernacular von Valancius himself. is part of the resistance. I ask you, how can we fail with someone so mighty fighting on our side? The maleficent Xenos have already tried to kill him in the arena, yet their efforts were for naught. The Emperor protects. The Commissar gives his inspirational speech while looking you right in the eye without a shred of shame. His words draw smiles of amazement and exultation from the people around him, who've never seen any of them before. Oh, hopefully we can convince them to, not side with him. Traitor, you condemned them to death, you lied to us, and now I have come to exact retribution. The Commissar's smile becomes unpleasant. Sister Argenta, what are these accusations I'm hearing? Could it be the horrors of combat have rattled you so? Have you been blinded by the ensuing madness? He adds a well-measured dash of pointed suspicion to his voice. Or has our cunning enemy poisoned your mind with some wicked influence? Okay, 75 is not terrible. No, I don't need to convince her not to fight him. Say nothing, do not interfere. In the name of the Emperor, I sentence you to death, Iako Sotni, for the betrayal of every soul you sent to the slaughter with Sergeant Vigastis. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Vigastis? My brothers and sisters in arms, we've been betrayed. To battle, let us spill the blood of he who obeys the unhallowed whims of Xenos for the Emperor. So, interestingly enough, this... Once again, through her hastiness, we're gonna have to kill a whole bunch of innocent people.
No mercy to those who oppose.
Maybe I should have tried. Maybe we could have talked some of the others into not fighting us. Oh well, let's murder them. Give me my experience. You're struggling, Abelard.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Ooh, almost full.
I understand your intent.
Okay, does he have armor? A little bit. Let's go ahead and shred it. And then let's see if this can get you your AP back. Oh. If you roll high.
I am not your Xenos pet.
You got it. Hell yeah, girl.
If it serves your cause.
Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay, you're next up, but we can't see you. I'm gonna kill that guy.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Okay, what do we got here? Make several attacks. The number of the attacks is equal to the number of prey in combat. Which, do we only have the one right now? No, 2. Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers -30 penalty to dodge and armor. I mean, we already stripped his armor, so I don't think that's the best use of our stuff. So this will only be 2 attacks. We can do better. We can do better.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Who, if not me?
Each strike is a prayer. I am his will made manifest.
Okay. Can't really get controlled shot off. I'd love to get rid of him, but it's not going to happen, so. Okay, one of the fans on my computer is going absolutely mad right now. It sounds awful. I'm gonna have to replace it. Oh my god, I didn't realize we were surrounded behind us, too.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
You gotta dodge, bro. Can't believe how awful that... You guys can't hear it, but one of my fans is really, really making some noise. It's bothering me big time. After this episode, I might have to try and fix it or something. Oh my god, it sounds awful.
I'll make it happen.
Very grating.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, that almost gets us up again.
High momentum.
Let's give you... Oh, it did get us up again. So yeah, let's give you a full turn,
perfect
then.
moment.
And honestly, like, we can probably shred some of these guys.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Okay, that's 3.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
And we're almost back to full on that again.
It's as good as done. My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Yeah, that one added a lot of damage. Like that. Okay. That protect me is not gonna protect you, bro.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deeds is worthless. Eradicated.
First one's free. 38.
I'll do it. This is unacceptable.
Oh my god! 2 hits over 100.
Doubt is for the weak.
Amazing. Wow. God, she's good. Was that a mistake? I think it was. No, wait, yes it was, because I can't reload. Well, no, we got a flamer. That's probably the extra turn from killing the person that he marked.
God Emperor, move through me.
God,
Be the fire
her
in
turns
my
never
heart.
end. So good. Hello? We stuck? So the Commissar was a traitor, seeing as the rogue traitor deposed him. So, who's in charge now? The rogue traitor is, you idiot. Kneel, all of you. Hail his lordship von Valancius. Damn right. Are we actually starting another battle? No. And there's Mirazai, okay. Alright, because of the order of things, we may not... I guess we don't get to loot the Commissar? Okay. Oh, that's a light armor. Very nice. That might be a good new weapon for us. Battle plan? When the wearer uses press the advantage, they and their allies increase their resolve by +2 for 2 rounds. Alright, you know what? Let's just collect all this stuff and then we'll look at them. Oh my god. With comparisons. Survey the den. The Resistance fighters are looking at you with a mixture of fear and deep respect. They do not have the guts to address you first. The Commissar is no longer in charge of this unit. Any objections? The Commissar's former fighters shake their heads in fear. No, none, your lordship. There is something you must know. The man who called himself the Commissar was a traitor and an accomplice of the Xenos. His promises of escape were nothing but lies. A shocked murmur runs through the ranks. One fighter's expression twists with lament. Another one whispers a string of curses with clenched fists. One of the warriors, a woman with a stern face and a grim voice, says firmly, "Then there is no hope. We are doomed to remain captives of Xenos. But a clean death is far more enviable a fate. May we beg your lordship to grant us the Emperor's peace." Okay. Why blow your brains out for nothing? We have a gang, we have a hideout, we will try to survive. You catch looks of displeasure coming from the Commissar's most fervent fighters, but the majority meet your words with tired relief. You hear whispers in the crowd. Well, why not? Maybe we will survive. Malice's thugs were doing all right for themselves, and we'll do fine without the Emperor. I didn't say without the Emperor. Are they still alive? What is this? We killed them both. I'm so confused. One thing the Owlcat needs to work on is presentation of moments like this. Like, if after we killed Malice and after we killed the Commissar, we left them alive, like that needed to be addressed in that moment so that this moment makes sense. But apparently they're here in cages, so they are alive. Where did Malice keep his trophies? They are mine now. One of the Resistance fighters points to a container filled to the brim with loot. It's everything we found in this vile den. We've searched all of that sly Xenos' secret caches and stashes. Tell me, Malice, do you still have something stowed away? Some extra special stash? Who can say now, humanling? You can tear the den down and, you can tear the den down piece by piece. You can torture me. You will find nothing. We Slith know how to shut out our sense of pain. And will suppressors have no effect on us. So there is only one way you can get your hands on my treasures. Open the cage, give me a knife, get on your knees and let me carve your throat open. I will reveal the secret to you as I die. As you die. Speak to Malice. You should have shown more hospitality when I first came to you. Malice's entire body is covered in grisly wounds. One of his arms was nearly torn off and is now hanging by Sinew. A human would have long since died from such injuries, but Malice does not even look like he is on his last legs. Laugh away, humanling, you've won. Betray he who aids you. That's life in the spires. Execute Malice, you spoke so much about a glorious death in the arena, instead I shall put you down in a pathetic cage. Resilient to the end, the Xenos refuses to die, clinging to his life with every fiber of his being, but there is nowhere for Malice to hide, and in the end, his cold heart stops. His jaw goes slack, and his long, pale, purple tongue falls out of his mouth. Malice, the master of the Shriekers, is dead. What do you mean, end dialogue? There was more. I had another person to deal with, thank you very much. Turn to the Commissar. Do you wish to repent, traitor? The Commissar, whose proud features are utterly ruined, says in a gurgling voice, enjoy your little victory while you can. Commissar will rip your head off. We'll rip your head off you quicker than it did mine. Then we'll see who will be sitting in whose cage. I see you do not feel any remorse for your vile misdeeds. Not yet. You have plenty of... well, let's see. You have plenty of time. The Commissar shoots you a venomous glare. No, let me kill him.
Who if not me?
Really, game? Alright, fine. I don't care enough to reload that. Honestly, I'm getting more and more irritated with Act 3 right now. That didn't seem like a dialogue that should have been the end-all be-all for his fate. At your approach,
Lord
Abelard
Captain,
straightens and grunts in pain as something in his back crunches. How are you feeling?
I fear, Lord Captain, that without the intervention of an experienced rejuvenate adept, I will not be able to overcome this frailty on my own. Blessed throne, it is hard to be a helpless old man. I always hoped I would die, long before the day my back and hands gave out. And look at me now.
So we clearly could have done this before we met with the guy in the opera. Because after the opera, Abelard's thing disappeared. So I think when he healed us, he must have healed Abelard too, or what? I just feel like this act has a lot of pieces missing that are failing to make sense of what's actually happening. You haven't seen your departed wife again?
I have not seen her, Lord Captain. But there are times when I think I hear her laughing in the distance. Or I sense hands touching me, as she used to do, to distract me from my sorrowful ruminations. But I know the difference between reality and fantasy. Now I fear I shall simply have to learn to live with this ghost that appears only to me, with this vision of the past.
Okay, any thoughts on how we might get out of here?
I am sorry to say I do not. If we had our ship and crew at our disposal, we could be safely within its walls, conduct reconnaissance of this place, and in the end, meet our deaths in battle against the Xenos, as befits true servants of the God Emperor. However, we are deprived of our usual resources. Now we can only rely on our weapons and our wits. Fan Kallax could probably tell you something about our prison, but his fate is as yet unknown.
Do you know anything about this place?
No, Lord Captain. And trust me, I hope to remain in this state of blissful ignorance until my dying day. Just knowing that this abyss exists at all is enough to poison my mind. If you are so interested in this God Emperor forsaken place, then why not ask your new companion? Your decision to bring him into your retinue ought to at least bring some benefit in our current predicament. It is possible the Xenos, Elliot, could tell you something about this place. After all, she is in some way related to its denizens, and she is responsible for the fact that we are here at all.
Abelard falls silent, but his eyes make it clear what he thinks of the Eldari's return to the ranks of your companions. Dude, Abelard, he now no longer trusts Argenta. He's never really trusted Juliet. He'll never trust Mazerat. I don't know how to say his fucking name. I need him to say it for me. Mirazhai? Yeah, I need him to actually speak it out loud. Poor Abelard, man. He doesn't trust anybody on our team. Abelard nods wordlessly and closes his eyes, both out of a desire to sleep and a desire not to see his surroundings even for a short time. Alright, we need to end this episode. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit frustrated with Act 3 right now, but, yeah, I am a little bit frustrated with it. That's just the bottom line. I feel like there are many variations of, the order that things could happen, but they haven't accounted for the writing to address them. And not only that, but the presentation of some of the major moments has been pretty poor. So, I'm a little bit, yeah. It's not terrible. It's just a little bit disappointing at parts. Especially that storybook moment with the winged guy. The fact that, the dialogue here didn't feel like it should have ended that, and I should have been able to come back and make the choice to kill the Commissar. Just little small things. And, I don't know, a lack of, proper journal updates. I feel like this is a little bit messy right now. I don't really have a good idea about what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to help Cassie. I don't know how to set Heinrichs free. But the last time we talked to the homunculus guy, he's like, yeah, they can be here. And I'm just like, where though? Where? So I'm just a little bit lost at the moment. I'm a little bit frustrated, but we're going to figure it out. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the next episode, we are Hopefully gonna find some more party members. Cassie and Heinrichs, we need to figure out how to get them back. And yeah, we'll go from there. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Andy Ford, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Turkeyfoot 27, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, The Blue Electric Cat, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.